led by Reverend Father Fulton Varga. Thank you, Reverend Father Fulton Varga, for blessing our event today with the word of the Lord. It is our hope that the work of our hands at BU Residences will always bring glory to His name. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ara, and I will be your host for today. Before us is the monumental task of realizing the dream of BU Residences-Lahug in 2022. To be on top of our game, and to be on top of mind. The journey to the top requires the first step. Just as Rome was not built in one day, they also had to start somewhere. Today, we will break ground and plant our dreams and hopes for BU Residences-Lahug, its builders, investors, partners, and future homeowners. We envision BU Residences-Lahug to dot the skyline in this part of the city in 2022. It will be the fruition of what we are starting today. We thank our guests for sharing this vision and their support by honoring us with your presence. On behalf of BU Residences, we would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests. From Ryder Levitt Bucknell, Teresa Cajoles, Nel Felices, Madeline Hison, Ryan Piliosas, Janelle Villeta, Mr. Ondi Reynera, Miss Jolly Joy Canteros, Mr. Armando Barria, and their President and Chairman, Miss Corazon Ballier. From ASEC, Jan Patrick Serino, Herbert Mahadukon, Ronnie Babilonia, Ellen Joyce Sales, Charina Henon, Mary Jane Patwal, Ray Gregada, Project in Charge, Mr. Jose Martinez, Project Manager, Mr. Diosdado Torres, and Vice President for Operations of ASEC, Mr. Ruel Angeles. Our honorable officials from Barangay Apas, headed by its Barangay Captain, the Honorable Vergil Cabigon, and the Honorable Councilors of Barangay Apas. Our sellers and buyers. To BU Residences team, headed by its president, Mr. Grant Benedicto, and Chief Operations Officer, Ms. Nova Noval. And last but not the least, the family behind BU Residences, Mr. Anderson Benedicto, Miss Mylene J. Benedicto Saw, and Mr. Benedict Benedicto. And of course, their parents, Mrs. Helen Benedicto and Mr. Enrique Benedicto. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored by your presence here today. The tradition of laying of time capsule symbolizes the intention of the stakeholders in an undertaking. Today, BU Residences will be laying the time capsule containing the things hoped for and intended in this project. Its successful completion and that it will bring good fortune to its future owners. After which, we shall proceed to the groundbreaking ceremony. To lead us in the laying of the time capsule, may we call on Ms. Corazon Ballard, President and Chairman of Ryder Levitt Bucknell, Mr. Ruel Angeles, the Vice President of ASEC, and Mr. Grant Benedicto, President of BU Residences, to join us at the front as we lay the time capsule containing symbols of our aspirations for the project. May we also call Mr. Anderson Benedicto, Miss Mylene J. Benedicto Saw, Mr. Benedict Benedicto, Miss Nova Noval, Mr. Armando Barria, Miss Jolly Joy Canteros, Mr. Justado Torres, and Mr. Virgil Cabigon to assist them. The building perspective of B Residences-Lahug is the visual representation of B Residences-Lahug. The sketch plan is the guide in realizing the building in the visual perspective. And the headline today will show in the future what happened in history are all being placed inside our time capsule. It is now sealed for safe keeping by time. The safekeeping by time. And now we lay the time capsule and seal our dreams for B Residences. There are 100 ways to build a building, but it all starts with breaking the ground first. This morning of September 14, 2019, our leaders in B Residences and their partners will make that first step. Ladies and gentlemen, you may now take that first step. Congratulations, B Residences-Lahug!